turn that off. Here, that was Mr. Bolland. Do y'all ever listen to him? I was listening to his podcast. I have it on in the car when I'm driving. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something today. So just to get started, I'm Miss Jenny at Miss Jenny's Cleaning, and I do all kinds of stuff. When I was in my early 50s, I packed up my car, I left, I moved to Georgia and started a new business. And I've been doing all kinds of stuff down here, but my main source of income is still my cleaning business, and I'm on my customer's house this morning. But I've been thinking about something, and I never have time to do videos anymore, so I thought I'd do a live while I'm driving and give you a little advice if you have cleaners coming into your house or other kinds of service people, or if you're just young and having fun. So there's a couple shows on Netflix. One is Pam and Tommy, and the other one is The Most Hated Man on the Internet. His name was Hunter Moore. And let's see. Also, I would listen to a podcast about Paris Hilton. I listened to it on Spotify. It was the podcast, Even the Rich. I really like that podcast. And then there's all this stuff that's been going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and I've been following some of that too. So the first three groups of people, Tommy Lee, and Paris Hilton, Tommy Lee and Pam, and then Paris Hilton, those three were victims. And then Hunter Moore, okay, I'll be nice. He's a perpetrator. I was going to say something else, but he's a perpetrator. And what those people all have in common is sex tapes. Yeah. So it was with Tommy Lee and Pamela, they had a contractor come into their house, and Tommy Lee was a bit of a jerk to him. And so the guy broke in and he stole a safe looking for other things, but found that sex tape in there. And then with Paris Hilton, there was a tape that she had made with a boyfriend, and later on he sold that tape. And then Hunter Moore, he had, sorry, I got to make sure I don't get in an accident. He had a website for, it was called, it was called Is Anyone Up? Or Is Anyone Else Up? Something like that. And his website was horrible. They were posting, a lot of people could post on there. So if there was a breakup, and you had pictures of your partner that were meant to be private, you could post them on there, and they were calling it revenge. And then the word that starts with the letter P, we got to be conscious of the YouTube guidelines. But anyway, and the people, Tommy Lee and Pamela and Paris and all these other people on the Hunter Moore's website, a lot of them had not consented to releasing these images of them. So there's that. Now, how does Johnny Depp and Amber Heard fall into all this? Well, if you've been watching any of the trial testimony, there was a lot of people who worked for Johnny and Amber, and the testimony really was not good for Amber. A lot of people said she was nasty, she was demanding, she was mean. And a lot of the people said Johnny was nice, he was kind, he was generous, he was polite, And so how these two things fit together. First of all, there's two pieces of advice here. First of all, don't make pictures like that or movies like that unless you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are going to have control over those images. Because one of the things, Hunter Moore got in trouble for not really posting those pictures, but more hacking into people's computers. And watch the show. It explains how they do it. The concept is really simple, but I'm not the kind of person, so to give you those kind of details, I'll screw it up somehow. But basically, they were using other social media like Facebook, and they were figuring out a way to get in and get into you've heard about these things, where you get in and to somebody's personal information, you can steal their different, whatever that particular predator's after, they can steal their information. So watch out for scammers. Don't give your information out, of course. Make sure that if you do have pictures like that or movies like that, that the person that you're with or whoever isn't going to be able to sell them or copy them or whatever it is. So it's almost impossible in this day and age to keep something like that completely hidden. And then be nice to the people who come and work in your house. And I've said in other videos, I see a lot of personal stuff. I've seen medication. I hear arguments. I have seen documents with financial information, weapons, medications, all kinds of sex toys. I see everything. And I keep my mouth shut and I don't get in the middle of it because that's the professional thing to do. And I personally would never, if I had a falling out with a customer, I would never do something like that to them. That's just not me. But not everybody's like me, So, yeah, be nice to the help and don't make sex tapes, okay? Have a good day, everybody. I'll see you later, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.